Alright, so what we have here are cactuses, or cacti, and these are prickly pear cactuses. These are actually fairly young plants, only 6-7 years old. The base pads are starting to get their size, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick some of these pads. Normally you can just twist them off real easy. Each pad is like a seed, and so you can actually harvest the little outer ones really easy like that. And then what you can do is you can plant them elsewhere. And how you plant them, the best way is you put them on the ground on their side, because every single nodule is where a root can emerge. So you actually don't plant them standing up. You want to lay them on their side in the dirt, and that way all the pricklies that are facing down into the dirt can potentially grow roots. So they'll have a better root system. So what we're going to do is we're going to harvest these prickly pears, and in another video we will cook them up for you. Now, one thing to notice, I'm going to try and zoom in. You see those little white things on the cactuses? That is not a diseased pod. What that is there's a little bug. They're called cochineal beetles, and they suck out the juices from the cactus. So you can actually, and they secrete a white cottony kind of barrier to protect them from predators. So you can just scrape them off, and you can still use the cactus. So if you are trying to find a food source and it's just covered, like normally like a whole lot more of this cactus would be covered, but this is a small, I guess, little batch of bugs. But if you really need a food source and it's just overrun with those white things, don't worry, it's not diseased or anything. You can just scrape them off and still eat the cactus. So it's really simple, easy. You can use a knife. Be very careful of the thorns. Sometimes they'll have little micro thorns that you can't really see also. So use like leather gloves, or a rag or something when you harvest them. Generally you can just twist off, but you might want to cut them at the base. Hope this helps. We're going to get some more footage of us harvesting. We're trying to get larger pads. They're just a little bit easier to work with, but we'll show you some more in just a minute. So this here is an older cactus, and so you can see the pads have gotten a lot larger. So depending on what you're trying to make, you might need larger pads depending on the dish. So it's very easy to just twist it off, and there you go. And that's a pad. That's a nice steak size. Bigger than a steak. So, and that's pretty it. That's it. And these here, the little balls, are the fruits. They're not ready yet, but we'll do a video on those when they are. So our next video is going to be cooking cactuses up, and then also at a later date we'll also add the what are they called? The fruits, the actual pears, the prickly pears. So stay tuned for that video as well. See you later.